Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So as you may know, Rocket League is a hard game. It comes with its own highs and lows.
What?
Being such an intensely challenging game, it requires a lot of grinding and a lot of skill to be good at. And the difference between the best players and those new to the game is insane. So in order to see what are the most important things separating these ranks, I asked every rank what they believed was the most important mechanic for ranking up. I got a lot of responses from different people in my Discord, link in the description, and I compared the results. But before we get into that, just wanted to say thank you so much for 180 subscribers. The support for my content has been awesome, and I can't say enough how thankful I am for it. If you aren't already, please be sure that you're subscribed below. We're almost at 200 subs, and it helps me out a ton as a small content creator, and it doesn't cost you anything. Alright, now let's get into the video. So I asked my Discord server an important question through a Google poll. What is the most important mechanic for ranking up in Rocket League? I had them tell me what their rank was, link their RL tracker ID, and give me their best answer. In some cases, I got really good responses that were in-depth and informative. Other times I got an essay on the Spanish Inquisition. Why? Altogether, I received 18 responses from my Discord. Thank you to everybody who responded. The ranks of these players varied. Here's a quick chart showing the distribution of my participants' ranks. As you can see, the majority are between Platinum and Champion, with a couple of others chipping in. I unfortunately didn't get any responses from Silver players. I guess they're more rare than GC players these days. Speaking of GCs, let's start with our GC's answer. Our Grand Champion said that the most important mechanic for ranking up would be booming the ball accurately and with power from any position on the field. This is pretty straightforward and simple, but it's a vital mechanic. When I was grinding from C3 to GC, I was told by several people that I needed to work on hitting the ball better, and eventually I got to Grand Champion, so I must be doing something correct, right? The interesting thing about hard hits is that 2 champions and 1 gold player also said very similar things about booming the ball and hitting it accurately. So overall, excluding myself, I had 4 out of 18 people say just hitting the ball well is the most important. Personally, I think that hitting the ball accurately is something that's become more popular as a mechanic, as people have begun to see the benefits of knowing how to do this correctly. Alright, moving on. What about the other people? I made this chart to represent the answers I received. The main categories were aerial mechanics, dribbling, and boomers. There were also a couple of unique answers which are combined into the other category. So let's take a look at the group that said aerials were the most important. This is the largest group and included 1 gold player, both bronze players, and 2 champion players. In my own opinion, while aerial mechanics are important, they aren't the most important in Rocket League. I think for the most part, aerial mechanics are overrated. If you're smart and can get good touches on the ball, aerials aren't as vital on the field, especially in the lower ranks. The thing with aerials is that they're difficult. I think this makes them a big focus within the community, and it leads to them being overrated. Okay, so moving on to the rest of the responses. This is where it gets a little bit more varied. Our single diamond player said that half flipping is the most important mechanic. While I don't think this is the single most important mechanic, this is a pretty good response, as it ties in with momentum, which I believe is extremely important. 2 people also said that dribbling is the most important, which I think that could be correct in 1v1 playlists particularly. Now, the most unique response I got was from one of the last responses. A Platinum player said that they believe that adaptability is the most important. Besides being a pretty smart answer, I think that this is really accurate, especially in the middle ranks like Gold and Platinum. Adaptability, while not really a mechanic and more of a mindset, is vital for solo queue players. Lacking the ability to adapt to different playstyles lead to double commits, ball chasing, and a whole lot of problems. So if you're going to solo queue, definitely go at it with an adaptable mindset. Try and learn from your teammate. Watch what they do and adapt to play with them. I've said this before, Rocket League is a team game. Remember that. Overall, the responses I got gave me an insight onto what people focus on while playing the game, and what most people think is the most important. If I had to answer the question myself, I would also say that mechanically, hitting the ball hard and accurately is the most important, and mentally I would say that adaptability is also vital. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and if you're wondering, our last response was from one of the gold players, and it was simply, I don't know.